Hi, good day. This is Romel Doria from Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, second year. So, for today's video, I would like to present or discuss what Dada movement is or what Dada art movement is. So, without further ado, let's go.
Dadaism, often simply referred to as Dada, represents an avant-garde art movement that arose in the early 20th century, specifically during the period of World War I. This movement aimed to challenge and break away from traditional art norms, embracing the absurd and irrational as valid forms of artistic expression.
Why is it important or interesting? So, let us know why is it important, guys. So Dada importance and interest stem from its radical rejection of traditional art and societal norms during and after World War I. It was a reaction to the war's horrors and a challenge to the various values that were seen as contributing to the conflict. By embracing absurdity, nonsense, and anti-establishment attitudes, Dadaism paved the way for later movements like Surrealism and punk rock, and influenced countless artists and thinkers. Materials used in Dada: ready-mades, found objects, everyday materials, collage and photo montage, unconventional materials. So we can use many things or many objects.
One of the most significant pieces of Dadaism we must mention is Marcel Duchamp's Fountain from 1917. In this work, Duchamp challenged traditional notions of craftsmanship, originality, and aesthetic value by presenting a mass-produced object as art. This bold move questioned the established art discourse that had prevailed for centuries. Dadaism mocked and challenged the conventions of art, emphasizing the illogical, irrational, and absurd. The main purpose of the Dada art movement was to challenge social norms and create art that would shock, confuse, or outrage people. It is known for its rejection of traditional art standards, deliberate irrationality, and embrace of chaos and absurdity. So, what led to the emergence of Dadaism? Dadaism originated in Zurich around 1916 amid the turmoil of World War I. It arose from societal upheaval, disillusionment, and a desire to defy conventional norms. The Dada art movement gained momentum in the chaotic post-war period, expressing nihilism and absurdity in response to the devastation of the war. Dadaists positioned themselves as rebels within the art world, profoundly influencing subsequent major movements like Surrealism and conceptual art. When scholars discuss the origins of Dadaism and the birth of its name, it's widely believed that it started in Zurich at a satirical nightclub called the Cabaret Voltaire. This venue quickly became the center of the Dada art movement, giving artists, writers, and intellectuals disillusioned by World War I a place to try out radical ideas and new forms of artistic expression. Hugo Ball, the founder of the nightclub, is credited with coining the name Dada. While the exact origin of the name is debated, some believe Dada was chosen because it sounds childish and absurd, qualities that define the movement. Dadaists were strongly against the brutality of the war and criticized nationalist ideas that glorified conflict while ignoring its terrible consequences. They also condemned bourgeois society, calling it morally bankrupt and blaming it for causing war and inequality. Many Dadaists supported leftist political views, like anarchism or communism. They saw traditional political structures as oppressive and used their art to challenge and overturn these norms, often through radical performances and manifestos. The idea of anti-art was central to Dada's philosophy and practice. One key aspect of this was the creation of ready-mades, ordinary, everyday objects presented as art. Marcel Duchamp, famously argued that an ordinary object could become art simply through the artist's choice. This concept challenged traditional ideas of craftsmanship and artistic creation, emphasizing the artist's intention and ideas over technical skill or aesthetic appeal. Even today, you might see an everyday object in a gallery or museum and wonder if it qualifies as art. This uncertainty is a big part of Dadaism, which often includes irrationality, humor, and silliness. To sum up, Dadaism was a groundbreaking avant-garde movement that challenged and transformed traditional concepts of art. By embracing chaos, irrationality, and absurdity, Dada artists used techniques like photomontage, collage, and ready-mades to question societal norms and redefine what art could be. Whether through political critique or sheer provocation, Dadaism remains a powerful testament to art's ability to disrupt, innovate, and inspire.
Legacy and impact. Influence on later art and culture. Dadaism, born as a reaction to the absurdity of war and societal norms, left a lasting mark on the art world and beyond. It directly influenced several modern art movements, including surrealism, abstract expressionism, pop art, and conceptual art. It emphasized on randomness, satire, and anti-establishment ideas inspired artists to challenge conventional forms and meanings. The movement also laid the groundwork for performance art, collage techniques, and the use of found object in art. Influence on later art and culture. The Dadaism spirit of rebellion and questioning of norms is still present in contemporary culture. It continues to influence modern design, media, and fashion by promoting experimentation and unconventional aesthetics. You can see echoes of Dada in anti-fashion movements, avant-garde installations, and even in the internet meme culture, which often employs absurdity and randomness as a social commentary. And I would like also to quote that Dada is an art that laughs at art. So